welcome to my video on monetizing your Thinkific community. My name is Jean and I'm a Thinkific expert, and I focus on helping course creators build interactive learning experiences, teaching them how to use the Thinkific super power-ups, and navigating and having a positive and developing a positive user experience on Thinkific for your customers. In this video, I want to share some exciting updates. If you watched my last video up here, I talk about some of the changes to the Thinkific community's product. And now I'm going to share even more exciting details and give you a little bit of a walkthrough and preview for the upcoming webinar. So what this new Thinkific communities means is that these improvements and enhancements will really allow you to deliver a seamless experience on Thinkific. This is important because Thinkific really wants to be your all-in-one platform. They don't want to just be the LMS so that you host courses, memberships. They want to also help you and support you host your courses, memberships, but also your community, and help you run your business and manage payments, orders, refunds, and tax compliance. Online learning has really exploded in the last few years. We've noticed a trend, and the data supports it, where more and more creators are adding communities as part of their membership or their coaching or their course learning experience. The reason why communities is really exploded is because if you think about what makes us really successful and what makes us really thrive in this online space, it's not really about the material, it's not about the content, it's really about the people, it's about the business that we're supporting, and we're all doing this around a common theme, around a common topic. And so we really find value and engagement when we have this opportunity to connect with others. As human beings, we really thrive and succeed and find joy and meaning when we connect with others. And so this is a great opportunity to support your students, engage your learners, and keep them within the Thinkific ecosystem. The other advantage of using Thinkific communities is there are similar features to other platforms in terms of moderation. You can now host live events. You can even have different subspaces. And the cool thing about all this is, I'll show you later, you can access all this from Thinkific community. So you'll see that when someone accesses their Thinkific community, they can post directly to their different spaces without having to click on different subspaces. And so this makes the navigation easier because, you know, the more clicks that we have, the more frustrated we get, and sometimes that leads to a very poor user experience. And so the whole idea really is about seamless and positive user experience. And so I want to share some examples and some use cases and some experiences that I've had running communities, and why this is something that's really meaningful and why this can be really valuable. I run a community called Hacker Hours. So we're based here in New York City, and we started with in-person meetups. Now, over the last few years, we've had to adapt to this virtual hybrid model. And now that things have sort of shifted, we're resuming in-person and still virtual meetups. But what the most important thing is not about like how we're doing the meetups. The most important thing is really the connections that we're making with each other. For me, as someone who hosted meetups in person back in like 2018, but I started going in 2016, but I started being a host in 2018. What has been really valuable for me as someone who was considering a career in tech as a data analyst, I really found joy in learning from others and knowing what I needed to do to get into the role of data analyst. And ultimately, I decided not to pursue that path, but I continued hosting meetups because the people that I met at the meetups taught me a lot about, you know, user experience, user interface, and how to build good software and what makes good software. And all of it has helped me hone my teaching on these videos and help me deliver better videos. I'm really thrilled because the community has grown and evolved and shifted. What I noticed when people came to meetups recurringly every Thursday, you know, they asked questions, they sought out help, or they just, you know, sat and worked on their own projects. But over the years, the consistency of our meetups, format, location, and hosts was really what led to the success of our Thursday hacker hours. And now it has nothing to do with me as a host. I show up and do what I do as a host, but try to create the kind of environment and community connections, introducing people to each other, making sure people know who they can turn to for resources and help and support. But over the years, the consistency in turnout from some key individuals are what stands out to me. When I think of the people that came through the Thursday hacker hours, there are a few people that came to mind. The 3 people that stood out to me, they came regularly. One was self-studying and trying to get into tech without going to a boot camp. The other folks, one did a boot camp and the other didn't do a boot camp, but ultimately they all found their way after coming to these meetups and staying in touch with each other, getting resources and support and help. They all found their way as a role in their roles as software engineers. So now fast forward a few years later, some of these folks are now senior software engineers. And I'm so amazed and I love seeing these examples because it just shows you the value of community. It shows you that when you can monetize community and you support communities and create the kind of environment where people can learn, grow, and connect, they really thrive and have the tools and resources to be empowered and succeed on their own. I want to give you another example of why communities and hosting your communities on Thinkific is really powerful. As not only a Thinkific expert who helps businesses and entrepreneurs set up their communities, I have also on the receiving end I've been a student in a lot of courses hosted on Thinkific. And what the beauty of that is I can see the full value on the back end and the front end, participating in discussions, engaging with other learners, asking questions, and just being a student. And I've experienced just the wonderful simplicity of just being focused within the course and when I'm in the Thinkific communities rather than being on Thinkific for the course and then opening another app to engage with my coach or ask a question of my coach. When I keep things in Thinkific, I have less things that I'm distracted by and I'm focused and paying attention to what I'm learning. If you run a membership and you sell a subscription to a membership, now your subscription may include courses, but now instead of having the community element on another platform, you can have your community element and your courses all within Thinkific. So students don't need to click on or open or log into other platforms. They're just logged into their Thinkific course where they can access the content for the membership. And if community element is part of it, then they'll see the access to the community. And so you may decide, well, based on different membership tiers, some may just want the content, some may want content and community. And so this makes it easier to set up the community levels and membership levels so that people who are enrolled in different products can see they have access to a community, or they'll see it on their order and checkout that there is an opportunity to join the community. And so when you think about like the sales process, and now you're not just selling a membership, but you're selling the membership and the community, you have an opportunity to drive more revenue, increase your bottom line, and support your students. And the ultimate purpose behind more revenue and more sales is not only for your business to grow, but it's also for you to expand the support and reach that you have audience worldwide. And then the other use case is if you are selling a course or you're a coach selling a coaching program, not only do you also have the opportunity to enroll your students in a community, you can similarly with the membership upsell the community element as part of your coaching experience. And so what you can say is like, okay, you're signing up for my 6-week program. And if you'd like, there is a community bonus for like an extra $30 for the first 2 months, and then if you decide to stay, we'll give you a discount. So there's lots of different ways that Thinkific is allowing you to monetize and drive revenue with this as a product launch. And now that you've heard me talk about the exciting updates with monetizing your Thinkific communities and some of the changes, look for my video next week where I'm going to give you a walkthrough after you've attended the webinar so you can get the full range experience of what Thinkific communities looks like and how it affects you if you're already adding communities to your courses, or if you are looking to upsell communities as part of a membership, how you might set that up on Thinkific. And so the last thing I want to leave you with is don't forget to check out the webinar October 4th. There's an affiliate link in the description below, but you can also check out the link here. I would love your support for this channel and for the Thinkific tutorials and checking out the webinar. And anyone who signs up, you will get access to the Thriving Communities course. And that course is hosted on Thinkific and as created by Thinkific team to help you navigate Thinkific communities, set up communities, and build thriving communities. As also part of the webinar bonus, you'll also get the 30-day free trial to the Thinkific starter plan, and you will get access to the new community features. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions. Leave a question about Thinkific communities and how that might affect you if you are looking to really leverage it more with your course creation. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.